Let me ask you something. Has a single email ever hijacked your entire day? One message, one comment, one opinion, and suddenly your focus is gone. Your energy is off, and now you're questioning everything you built. Or maybe someone criticized your business, and even though you smiled in the moment, you've been replaying that conversation in your head ever since. Yeah, I know the feeling. But here's what most entrepreneurs never realize. The moment you stop taking business personally is the exact moment you start operating at a higher level, more clarity, better decisions, unshakable focus. And today, I'm going to show you how to make that shift.
The Mindset Manual with Myron Williams.
What's going on, family? Welcome back to the Mindset Manual with me, your host, Myron Williams, father, entrepreneur, and student of life. Today, we're going to be discussing how building your business, people will doubt you, people will criticize you, and sometimes people will straight up misunderstand your vision. How do you stay mentally strong when all the noise starts coming your way? That's what this episode is about. We're continuing our breakdown of the 4 agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz, and today we're talking about agreement number 2. Don't take anything personally. Now, this agreement right here, this is emotional armor for entrepreneurs. We're on the road to 20,000, so hit that like and subscribe button for me. Your support is much appreciated. Let me tell you a quick story. Early in my entrepreneurial journey, I had a client cancel a contract we had been working on for weeks. And I remember thinking, man, what did I do wrong? I replayed every conversation, every email, every detail. And the crazy part, weeks later, I found out the real reason. Their company had a budget freeze because their sales numbers dropped that quarter, and nothing to do with me. Nothing. But I spent days stressing over something that was never about me in the first place. And that right there is where most entrepreneurs lose their mental energy. We assume everything is about us. In the 4 agreements, Ruiz explains something powerful. He says, nothing other people do is because of you. At first, that sounds crazy. But once you understand it, it changes how you move in business. Because everybody you deal with is operating inside their own world, their stress, their deadlines, their pressure, their fears. So when someone reacts emotionally to you, most of the time, you're not seeing the real issue. You're seeing their internal pressure leaking out. Ruiz calls this the meiote because the chaos in people's mind, and trust me, the business world is full of it. Think about these few situations. A client sends you an angry email. Your boss micromanages everything. A competitor starts trash talking your product. Our first reaction, we take it personally. But when you step back and think about it, the client might be getting pressure from their boss. That manager might be scared of losing their job. That competitor might feel threatened by you. So their stress becomes your problem only if you accept it. And most people accept it without even realizing it. Now, here's the twist most people don't talk about. This agreement doesn't just apply to criticism. It also applies to praise. And this is where a lot of entrepreneurs get trapped. Because when somebody compliments you, your ego loves it. Man, your business is amazing. You're a genius. You're the best consultant we've ever worked with. Feels good, right? But here's the danger. If you believe praise too deeply, you also believe criticism too deeply. And now your confidence depends on other people. One day the market loves you. The next day somebody online says you're overrated. And suddenly your confidence is shaking. Now that's not power, that's emotional dependency. Real entrepreneurs develop something different: internal validation. Your confidence comes from your process, your discipline, your preparation, your work ethic, not from somebody clapping for you. So when praise comes, you appreciate it. When criticism comes, You evaluate it. But neither one controls your mindset. And that's real mental strength. Let me give you a practical technique you can use immediately. I call it the refused gift. Imagine someone walks up and hands you a bag of trash. If you grab it, now it's your problem. But if you refuse it, the trash stays with them. Emotions work the same way. Someone sends an angry message, someone criticizes your work, someone questions your vision. You have two choices: accept the emotional baggage or refuse it. When you refuse it, you stay calm. You analyze the facts, you solve the problem. That's leadership. So let me leave you with this. When you're building something meaningful, a business, a career, a legacy for your family, people will always have an opinion. Some will support you, some will doubt you, some will criticize you. But here's the shift: none of that is your responsibility. Only your response is. Because the moment you start internalizing every opinion, your clarity is lost. You hesitate, you shrink, and you can't afford that. Not where you're going. So here's how to protect your mindset in real time. Separate the facts from the feelings. Ask yourself, is this feedback useful or just emotional garbage? Pause before you react. Give yourself space so you can respond with strategy, not ego. Extract the lesson. Ignore the delivery. Even poorly delivered criticism can contain valuable insight. Stay anchored to your vision. If it doesn't align with where you're going, it doesn't deserve your energy. Because at the end of the day, this is your mission, your timeline, your responsibility to execute. And the more emotionally disciplined you become, the more dangerous you become in a good way. Comfort protects today, but emotional discipline builds tomorrow. If this message helped you shift your perspective, make sure you like and subscribe and hit that share button with someone who may need this. Until next time, stay balanced, stay focused, and keep practicing that emotional intelligence.
The Mindset Manual with Myron Williams.